Here we go. Just make sure that we locked in here. As everybody's checking in, make sure Periscope is activated, make sure Facebook's activated, make sure IG is activated. Everybody's activated. We live on Facebook. Yes, we are. Yes, we are live on Facebook. We live on Periscope. Periscope, tap the screen. Shout yourself out in the comment section. Facebook, leave a comment. IG, shout yourself out in the comment section. Let's get into it. We got to get into it quick today, ladies and gentlemen. I got a call. I got to take it at 5 o'clock. So we got exactly 20 minutes to do this live. So as y'all are checking in, again, shout yourselves out in the comment section. And we're going to get into this. Shout yourselves out in the comment section right now as we proceed, as we get started. Hope everybody's had a great day thus far. This is Dre All Day that y'all are listening to. Checking in live from Work on Your Game University in Miami, Florida. I should have started my food, but anyway, I'll do that after I'm done. So anyway, as y'all checking in, again, shout yourselves out. We're gonna get into it. Musty checking in from Toronto was good. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day, former 9-year professional athlete, author of 27 books, including this book, Work on Your Game, using the pro athlete mindset to dominate your game in business, sports, and life. I'm also the author of this book, The Mirror of Motivation. I'm going to tell you how to get this book free at the end of this presentation right here. I've created this whole framework, this whole philosophy called Work on Your Game. It's all about taking the mental tools you need to be a professional athlete and applying those same tools to your business and your life. Chris from Lithuania, what's going on? Today's topic, how to identify great people. I'm going to give you 5 specific traits of people who are great. You want to know you're in the presence of great people, they will fit these 5 traits. They will probably fit all 5, and you need to check yourself because, first of all, it's 3 things you want to check. First of all, next person you come across, see if they have these traits. Secondly, look at the people around you and ask yourself, are you associating with people who have these traits? And third, look in the mirror and ask yourself, do you have these traits? Because if you don't, then you need to get them because everybody else who's listening to me, they're going to be checking you. And if you don't have them, they might start disassociating from your ass. So make sure that you have the traits of a great person. I'm going to tell you what all 5 are. I'm going to recap. I'm going to tell you how to get this book free like I just promised you. Then I'm going to take questions. We're going to do all that in 20 minutes. Number one trait of a person who is great, you know you're in the presence of greatness, is when you're around a person who makes you feel like you can also be great. A great person will make you feel like you can get up to the level that they're at, or that you can stay at their level, or they will talk to you as if you're already on their level. Great people are always looking for company of other great people to be around, okay? Everybody has heard the saying that misery loves company. All y'all heard that before? Understand something. Misery does love company, but guess what else loves company? Success loves company. People who succeed and people who are achieving and people who are hustling and looking to get better and improve and level up in life, they want people around them too, okay? They might be by themselves often because not everybody wants to get on that boat, but understand that success loves company just as well as misery does. So don't think that only negative people gather together. Successful people gather together too, and successful people will always make you feel as if you can be successful too. Why is this? Because successful people are always talking about ideas. They're talking about ways to get better. They're talking about ways to improve. They're looking for ways to bring other people up because that's what they did. They brought themselves up and they want other people to come up. Now, you can't give what you don't have, ladies and gentlemen. So people who ain't got nothing going on, they can't help you have something going on because they ain't got nothing going on. They got to have something in them in order to give it. So you understand you will help other people move up when you have greatness within you or you're exuding greatness from within you. And other people that you get around, check yourself, check them, ask yourself, who makes me feel good? Who, when I talk to them, makes me feel like I could be better, I could do better, I can improve, I can step my level up. Great people always do that. Point number 2, the topic here today is 5 traits of great people. You know you're in the presence of a great person when you notice these things. Number 2, being around that person brings your energy up and never brings your energy down. There's another trait of great people. Being around that person, you feel more energized after you talk to them than you felt before you talked to them. Any of you know anyone, maybe you got a friend or a coworker or an associate or a family member, every time you talk to them, your energy goes this way, it goes down, you don't feel as good, you feel worse after you talk to that person than you did before you spoke to them. Any of you know anybody who fits that description? I'm sure you do. All right, those type of people, they are not greatness. Doesn't mean they're terrible, doesn't mean they're bad, doesn't mean they're gonna murder you, but they're not greatness, all right? You know you're around greatness when you're around a person who being around them brings your energy up. It makes you feel better. You feel more activated. You feel like you can do more, you can be more, you can achieve more, you can step your game up. They give you ideas. This is what a great person does, okay? So the people that you're around, again, check yourself. What person do you know? Who in your life, every time you talk to them, you feel more energized, you feel better. You feel like you need to step your game up in a positive way. You don't feel like, damn, you're not beating yourself up. You feel good about the fact that you need to step your game up. Who are those people? You need to spend more time around them. So all these traits that I'm giving you, every person you can identify who fits one of these traits, spend more time with that person. Go call them, text them, go ask them where they're hanging out, go hang with them, go pay to talk to them. Whatever you got to do, spend time with people who fit these descriptions. Second trait again, being around them brings your energy up. It never brings your energy down. Number 3, I'm giving you the traits of greatness. You know you're around somebody who is great when you notice these traits in them. A person who is great always notices possibility and opportunity. They do not pay attention to fear, anxiety, and pessimism. I'm pausing here to give you a moment to let that sink in. Great people pay most of their attention to possibility and opportunity. They are looking, instead of saying, I can't do something, they say, how can I do this? Instead of saying, I can't afford it, they say, how can I afford it? Instead of saying, this is not going to happen, they say, all right, what would need to be in place to create the possibility of this thing happening? People who are great are always looking for, creating, and talking about opportunity. Where's the next chance? What's the next thing that we can do? Where's the best way that we can give ourselves a chance here? How can we create success? What can we do to put ourselves in a better position to succeed? This is what great people do. They're looking for opportunity and possibility at all times. You know what losers look for in average people? They look at fear, anxiety, and pessimism. Fear is an energy of that something bad is going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. And fear is just an energy. Fear is not something that happens to you. Fear is a way of thinking. Anxiety is fear in the future. All right? Anxiety is like living in the future. It's like time traveling. You're anxious about something that's going to happen in the future. It might happen, it might not. Whether it is or it isn't, doesn't matter. You're already feeling negative about it right now, and it didn't even occur yet. That's anxiety. And the other one is pessimism, negativity, looking at things and saying, well, that's not going to work. That's going to fail. There's no chance for that. I might as well give up on this. I'm never going to make it there. You're never going to make it there. This is what negative people, average people, and losers do. They're always thinking about the negative. They're always afraid of things. And they always just see, they don't even see any positive outcomes in anything that they do. They spend their whole life time traveling into the future that they haven't even gotten to yet, and they already see it as negative. That's what a loser, non-great individual does, or an average person does. They already see the future. They can't really predict it, but they predict their future to be negative. And guess what? In life, in the long run of life, everybody, you get what you expect. If you expect negativity in your future, guess what's going to happen in your future? It's going to be negative. If you expect positive in your future will be positive. Now, that sounds so simple that is almost not believable. It's 100% believable. Believe it. Positive people are always looking at possibility and opportunity. Negative people look at fear, anxiety, and pessimism. Is that number 3 or number 4? Number 4, the topic here today, we're talking about the traits of great people. You know you're in the presence of greatness when. Number 4 is this. You notice a person who is a creator, not just a consumer. Now, all of us on some level consume things, right? I might watch a YouTube video. I might go to the store and buy some food and eat it. Go to a restaurant, order something and have a good meal. That's all consuming. Consuming is when you're taking things in. Creating is when you're putting things out, okay? Great people spend more time producing than they spend consuming. Now, again, this doesn't mean you don't consume at all. We all got to consume something, right? Everybody got to eat and drink, and we all watch TV and listen to stuff and read and all of that. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, in the aggregate, looking at your overall life, are you spending more time producing or consuming? I tell people all the time, when it comes to social media, I am not a consumer of social media. I do not read. I don't scroll timelines. I don't scroll Instagram and see what's on there. I don't go into the Explore feed. I don't scroll Facebook. I don't scroll YouTube. Only app that I scroll is on Twitter, and that's only because I use it as a news app just to read and see what's going on. But other than that, I use all of these apps to produce. So if I get on LinkedIn or Twitter or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, it's so I can post something, so I can produce something, so I can put something out. Not so I can consume what somebody else is doing, so I can create something so somebody else can watch it. Great people are always producing. They are putting more on the table than they are taking off the table. This is a trait of greatness, putting stuff on the table. You bring more to the party than you take away from the party. It's like a potluck, all right? And you've been to a potluck, you know what a potluck is? It's where everybody brings something. Everybody who gets invited, you bring something to eat. So there's this whole table of different food from different people, and then you eat, of course. But understand, you should be bringing more food to the party than you take home from the party. If you take more food home from the party than you brought to the party, you are a net negative. In basketball, they have plus minus, right? And then analytics, they got adjusted plus minus. The plus minus is a matter of when this player was on the court, did the team do better or did the team do worse? All right, it's one or the other. It could be neutral, but oftentimes either better or worse when that player was on the court. A great player, their plus minus is usually positive, at least when they win it is. And in life, you need to be checking your plus minus. Are you putting more on the table or are you taking more off the table? In aggregate, it will be clearly one or the other. Great people are always putting more on than they are taking off. And number 5, the topic here today is how to identify great people, 5 traits of great people. Number 5, they always ask, what can we do right now? Great people are people of action. They are people of kinetic energy. You know what kinetic energy is? Kinetic energy is energy in motion, as opposed to potential energy, which is stored energy that could be used if you could do something, but you ain't doing nothing. Great people are always asking, what can we do right now so we can start moving our feet right now, instead of saying what we should do or what we could do. They say, what are we doing right now? Not what are we going to do? What are we doing right now? Greatness is always looking to take action. It is looking to move. It's looking to do something right now, because great people understand there is only one time ever in life, and that time is now. The time is not yesterday. The time is not tomorrow. The time is right now. You can't do anything about the past. You don't even know what the future is going to be. Only thing you got control of is this moment right here. And great people understand that they're on the clock. All right, we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. We don't know if we're going to be there tomorrow to even see it, but we know we can focus on what we're doing right now. So great people always focus on the moment. What can we do right now to do something, to create greatness, to create something better, to put something else on the table, to create instead of consume? These are the 5 traits of great people. So all that being said, I told you we only got 20 minutes here today. I'm going to tell you how to get this book right here. Then I'm going to recap my points. And if anybody has a question, post it in the comments right now. I'm going to give you this book, The Mirror of Motivation, for free. If you just go to mirrorofmotivation.com, it's the title of the book without the word the. Mirrorofmotivation.com. The subtitle is The Self-Guide to Self-Discipline. Now, let me tell you why you want this book, because you probably have goals if you're listening to me. I understand that you know you got to do the work. You're willing to do the work. The question you need to ask yourself then is, who do I need to be? What type of energy do I need to have? Who do I want to see when I look in the mirror? How do I need to approach life? How do I want to feel about myself? What are the expectations I want to have about myself and my life? When you answer those questions, this book will give you the framework for doing that. When you answer those questions, your actions will change and your results will change. So anybody who's listening to me right now who wants different results in their life, all you need to do is go to mirrorofmotivation.com. The book is already paid for. All you do is cover the shipping. I will ship this physical book to you anywhere that you live, mirrorofmotivation.com, so you can answer the question, who I need to be. Then you'll do what you need to do. Then you'll have what you want to have. Dave, can you put a bill in the oven for me, please? All right, and then while you're on that page, you can get the 4-book bulletproof bundle. This is this book on discipline, my book on confidence, a book on mental toughness, and my book on personal initiative. That's a 4-book bulletproof bundle. And on the next page, you can get this book, my 250-page magnum opus, Work on Your Game, along with my book, the Mental Workbook. So we got a whole funnel set up. All you got to do is remember mirrorofmotivation.com, and we'll take care of everything else. Again, this book is free. All you do is cover the shipping, mirrorofmotivation.com. Let me recap my 5 points, and if you got a question, post it right now. How you identify great people, 5 traits. Number 1, they make you feel that you can be great as well. Number 2, being around them brings your energy up and not down. Number 3, they see possibility and opportunity as opposed to fear, anxiety, and pessimism. Number 4, they are creators, not consumers. And number 5, they always ask, what can we do right now? Not what could we do, not what should we do, like what are we doing right now in life? Those are the 5 traits of great people. So let me see if we got any questions that I can address right now. If you got one, go ahead and post it. Maxim KDK, what's going on? I appreciate you, Maxim KDK. V. Christupas, I appreciate you. Jesse Lawson, 6881, what's going on? Maxim said, how do you find great people? First of all, you got to become one. And secondly, you got to find the communities where the great people gather. And guess what? This Sunday, November 1st, we are unveiling our new community where like-minded individuals who are serious about working on their game and getting better and leveling up, like you just asked about, Maxim, We creating a community where everybody can be in the same place. We're putting that out, unveiling it on Sunday. So Sunday, be here on my live and actually be on the Work on Your Game show, the podcast / masterclass on Sunday, and be on my email list because I'm gonna send an email out on Sunday about that community that we're putting out. Again, that's on Sunday, November 1st. Jesse said, you got the book. That's what's up. Maxim said, when will you do your next live? Probably tomorrow. LAQ Seeking said, law of attraction, they come to you. Yes, if you become the right person. 89 said, do I follow David Goggins? Nah, I don't. I don't really follow anybody else who talks about similar things that I talk about because, first of all, I think my stuff's better than them anyway. And anyway, I don't want to listen to them like that. And third, what they going to tell me that I don't already know. So that's the answer. Question is, I feel like I have a lot of these traits. How long till you start to see a difference after applying all tools? Well, you got to keep applying it. It depends on where you're applying it, how you're applying it, who you're dealing with. It depends on a lot of factors, Maxim. I would suggest you join our community when we open it up on Sunday so that you can interact with other people and you can start to see what people are doing because in a vacuum, it's hard to really tell what works and what doesn't. You have to get around other people to see. And Wet says, what if great people reject you? Great people don't really reject people. They might put you off. They might not. I don't think they're going to outright reject you. Go find somebody else. Become a great person. You don't need somebody to accept you. You can become the great person yourself. You can create your own community. But I'm creating a community. November 1st is coming out this Sunday. So make sure you are on my live, on the podcast app where our masterclass comes out every single day. It's called Work on Your Game. So go on Spotify, look up Work on Your Game. Go on Apple Podcasts, look up Work on Your Game. We come out every day. Be on my email list. Go to workonmygame.com. You get on the email list. And take one more question. Listen to your Periscope videos last night by working. Real fan of yours. Keep doing what you do. I appreciate you. Thank you for the compliment, Kiro. All right, everybody. I got to go. I got a call coming up in a minute. Everybody have a great rest of your day. We got a new platform coming out this Sunday. So stay tuned to me. November 1st, it is coming out. That is the deal. Work on your game. We out here. Dre all day.